Hi, this is Lauren from Hunter Valley Ants. Today you're going to be watching video footage of a dig that we did on the 30th December 2020 for Myrmecia Forficata colony. What you're witnessing here is the first steps of a dig, which is the ground prep, where I'm trying to remove the loose leaves, sticks and weeds that ants can hide behind when they're trying to come out and attack you. Usually when I clear an area, I'm so stealth that no ants are disturbed because I don't want them to know that I'm coming. This nest took no time at all in working out that I was nearby and was quickly alerted to my presence, so I required the assistance of co-diggers Matt and Ben to be collecting while I cleared the area. If you're someone who's interested in digging up nests, be warned that 3% of the population will experience anaphylaxis to a Myrmecia Forficata sting. These ants can kill you and their instinct is to try. Matt and I usually collect colonies as a pair, but seeing the size of this nest, we waited until we had a third person with us to tackle this colony for safety reasons. This dig was done at Anvil Creek Farm in Harpers Hill, New South Wales. Cairo and Mick farm close to 2,000 acres across 2 locations, the other being at Prima, New South Wales, and we've been lucky enough to rescue ants at both properties. As a vegetarian, I wondered how Cairo could be a vegetarian cattle farmer. She and Mick believe that the meat industry needs a real shake-up. The cattle are raised and slaughtered on the property. They live lovely lives using low-stress handling their whole lives. There are no hormones, no preservatives, and no waste, which is a far cry from the horrors of sale yards, abattoirs, and every single part of the cow that gets used. Even the offal that no one wants goes to the meat ants out the back, who are utilised by them for their bone and ivory. The couple are working towards bringing their own cattle that are uniquely suited to the harsh Australian conditions. And while they get their cattle program off the ground, they're making beautiful timber benches and other pieces, all handmade and harvested from their properties. Cara also sketches the local landscape on and around the property. Please support this couple. They support us, and when you finish watching this video, check out the link that we have posted below of their Facebook page. That's enough of my voiceover, so let's get straight back to the dig.
Alright, so we're out here digging up this Myrmecia Forficata nest. This whole paddock is going to get what's the soil enrichment treatment. So I think all the trees are going, bulldozers coming through and ripping everything up. That's happening in about a month's time. So this nest is going to be destroyed. So we're out here collecting it, and hopefully we can preserve it, and someone can look after it as a captive colony. So what we're doing at the moment, from previous digs of these, we've discovered that they have quite an extensive network of tunnels, fairly shallow. So we're just digging a bit of a trench around to define our area that we're going to dig inside of. My old technique of just following tunnels down doesn't seem to work in this ground here. It's nice on top, but once you get down a little bit further, it's really solid clay, almost like concrete. It's terrible to dig in. So we're going to just scrape it back at the, keep it at one level as we go down pretty much this area. That way we've got room to move and room to work in the hole that we're going to end up creating. Looking at the size of the mound, they've got a lot of tunnels down there. So we're probably going to have to go about 1.5 meters down into this crack, so that's going to be fun. We've already got quite a few ants. If you want to just, and that's just from when Lauren was scraping the ground, get rid of the leaf litter so that they couldn't attack us from cover, because they are little ninja assassins. And
So today we've got Matt and Ben and myself. Hi.
yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get back to work because this hole is not going to dig itself.
Okay, so we're just about to take the top off this nest, which is going to encourage a boil. I'm going to be very, very quick with this video because I'm going to have to jump into and start collecting. Luckily we have a pit around us, which will make it more difficult for them to come out and attack us.
The fungus can be very active out of running out of this side one.
So I'll just come in and show the size of this hole. Oh, I can just get out of the way. So as you can see, there's already quite a large hole right here that we believe they're gonna come storming out of. So
There was a red one. There it is.
it's going right in. So they're not gonna be happy.
Oh,
Here we go. Alright. Okay. It also wouldn't help that you're partially drunk still, Matt. Alright. How you going, guys?
Good.
So in these instances, if you're having a boil and you're struggling to keep up,
Walk away.
you walk away. Go back about a metre, metre and a half.
Come back later. It will still be there.
Well, oh, we've got another colony as well moving around at the same time of a different species. So Polyrachus, which makes it a bit difficult because you see movement and you want to be making sure that they're not coming out to kill you. So you go back about a metre, metre and a half and stay in your ground, and the ants will not be able to see you properly. They will just think that you are terrain. And they'll kind of go, hey, what the fuck just happened? And they'll start moving back to the nest. And in the meantime, you can then start coming back in and start collecting them again. Oh, there's one coming out. All right, I am going to put down the camera so I can get in on some of this action. But that is what we call a boil. Alright, so at the moment we're just going to empty from Matt's jar into a steamer container. We're going to do this multiple times throughout the day for safety reasons.
And for the ants' comfort, because they're starting to get a bit
full in there. So the steamer container has had its sides oiled. We've done this with canola oil. That's because we've actually forgot the rice bran oil today, but the rice bran oil is more ideal because it doesn't clog up as much. Is that the right word?
Yeah, it doesn't gum up.
Yeah, gum up. So
And now we've got a safe jar. And rinse and repeat until all ants are mine.